Hello, I'm Dr. Cindy Burnett, Director of Possibilities at Creativity and Education.
And I'm Barney Saltzberg. Without a title like that, but I am a children's book writer and an illustrator and a songwriter. So today we are going to do another exercise based on a book that I'm very proud to have been involved with, that I wrote and illustrated with Jamie Lee Curtis, the actor. And the book is called What Do You See? A Conversation in Pictures. So we're hoping that maybe you might want to try playing in the field of how this book was created. And this book was created by Jamie sending me photographs, text, and I would put them on my iPad, draw on them and send them back. So something that might be as simple as a seagull, the bird, to most people, that's what it is. It's nothing else. With playing with my drawing, turned it into kind of a Wild Things monster, like from Where the Wild Things Are. And it surprised her and myself, actually. So today we're going to do is find a magazine, look through it, find a picture of something that's pretty, everyday. And when you've found it, if it's a magazine that you have permission to draw in, you can take the page out, you can leave it in, whatever you like. Might surprise someone if you draw it and leave it in the magazine. So Cindy's got a magazine. Let's see what you've got and see what we can find to start. All right, so did you find a magazine?
I do. I have my children's The Week Junior book magazine.
So, wonderful. I don't know this magazine and now I'm going to have to read it. Can you kind of thumb through that and see if you find an image that strikes you?
Sure. More so than this really stunning animal.
Well, let's say you did pick that animal. What I would think, it's interesting because our last exercise was involving a cat. I'm starting to see.
That's true. We've got another cat
right behind you, behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could play with that too. Maybe even if you were to play with that, zoom in on one part of it, which, that might suggest something else. I always love the way their mouths work.
Ooh, how about this layer up turkey sandwich?
Wonderful. That's an interesting shape. So it's perfect to try this with. So what I want you to do is to kind of like let go and free up your any preconceived images of what a sandwich is.
Okay.
You're just looking at this as a shape.
Okay.
And then see if there's something you want to draw on top of that. And take some markers, crayons, whatever you like.
Can I flip it around? Does it have to stay as a sandwich?
Of course, because all you're looking for is some spark of inspiration. Let's go, wait a minute, maybe this sandwich could be, and I'm not going to plant any seeds because I already see it, what I think. But again.
All right, I want to, after you see, well, you see a monster?
I'm not talking, you draw what you see.
Okay,
but while Cindy's drawing this, I will tell you that if you had this exact same picture and gave it to 5 people and have them all work in separate spots without seeing each other, you might see some overlays as far as people having similar ideas. You also might see 5 completely separate things, and that's the beauty of this. There is no one way to handle this. And in our book, it's a conversation in pictures, as if there's just the way there are no one way to have a conversation. There is no one way to have a conversation. It's what you're bringing to the table. And in this case, Cindy's bringing a sandwich to the table. She likes food.
It's not a sandwich anymore.
What do we got?
You want to see it?
I do.
All right. So I created a fish.
That's amazing. So great.
Well, what's interesting is I saw this, which looked like a little fish. I'm like, oh, I'll make a little fish here with a big fish eating it. But when I started creating it, I'm like,
the other way.
This isn't the shape of a fish. So I made the fish tail and I turned this into a fish.
Fantastic. Now, if you rotate it so that the plate is on top, now it's a guy wearing a hat with one eye open. So that's the beauty of what this exercise is. And it's fun. It's not something you necessarily are going to frame, put on your wall, though you could. So what we're hoping is you will try this, have fun with it. And if you do want to share, take a picture of it and post it on our creativity Instagram, which I can never remember. You can tell them.
It is creativity. We'll put the link down below.
There you go. So have fun with this. If you'd like, pre-order the book. We'd love to see this is as many hands in front of as many eyeballs as possible. It's called What Do You See? A Conversation in Pictures, and it's Creston Books, and it's Barney Saltzberg and Jamie Lee Curtis, and it's dedicated to Cindy.
Okay. And don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our station.